Why are fantasy football T sleepers hard to spot? Have you ever wondered why finding tight end sleepers in fantasy football feels like searching for a needle in a haystack? The tight end position is tricky, and several factors make it tough to identify those hidden gems. First, there are only a handful of elite tight ends who consistently dominate targets and scoring. After these top players, the performance drops significantly, leaving many tight ends with uncertain fantasy returns. This steep drop-off complicates the search for undervalued players who might exceed expectations. Next, the role of tight ends can vary widely depending on their team's offensive strategy. Some tight ends are primarily used as blockers, while others are key targets in the passing game. This variability makes it hard to predict which tight ends will see significant target shares and scoring chances. Additionally, target volume is essential for tight end success, but it can change drastically due to various factors. Changes in team strategy, quarterback performance, or even injuries can all impact how many passes a tight end receives. For example, a tight end might have a great season catching passes from multiple quarterbacks, but that situation is unpredictable and hard to forecast. Another challenge is that many tight end sleepers are young or unproven players. They may break out due to improved skills or increased opportunities, but predicting who will make that leap is difficult. Tight ends often take longer to develop than other skill positions, adding to the uncertainty. Moreover, tight ends outside the elite group are often undervalued in drafts. This means that some sleepers can emerge from late rounds or waiver wire pickups. However, their perceived value is low, making it essential for managers to identify subtle signs of potential. Metrics like targets per route run and yards per route run can help spot these hidden talents. Lastly, tight ends frequently compete with wide receivers and running backs for targets, especially in pass-heavy offenses. This competition can limit their fantasy upside, making it challenging to predict how target distribution will play out. For fantasy football managers, focusing on tight ends with strong efficiency metrics and opportunities in evolving offenses can be beneficial. Waiting on tight ends in drafts and targeting those with favorable mismatches or roles in red zone situations can lead to sleepers who outperform their draft cost. However, the unpredictability of the position requires careful analysis and sometimes taking calculated risks on emerging players.